Now we discuss one example to understand how the BRS problems to be solved. Let us take cash book and passbook. Here I am taking cash book opening balance as 1 lakh debit balance. Cash book debit balance means this is favorable balance. This is favorable balance. First time we assume when the cash book is showing debit balance, automatically the passbook shows credit balance. This is our assumption. When cash book is showing debit balance, passbook shows credit balance. Opposite na? Passbook shows credit balance. Opposite. Same amount. We have discussed the same in this example. Look at bank balance as per cash book 50,000 debit. Bank balance as per passbook 50,000 credit. Okay. Now look at. Okay, sir. Now here I have taken one transaction. That transaction is check deposited into bank. Check deposited into bank. So what is the entry we record? The entry is recorded in cash book as well as in the passbook. Who will record this transaction first? In the cash book. Why? Because we are depositing check. Na? What is the entry we record? Simply bank account debit to debtor account or customer account, whoever it may be, the person who has given check. Or if we receive that same check for income purpose, that income account credit. Anyway, bank account is debited now. So on the debit side, simply I have written to check deposit 50,000. To check deposit 50,000. The same entry is recorded by the bank on the credit side. The same entry is recorded by the bank on the credit side only when it is collected the check. This concept we know now. Only when it is collected the check, then only it is recorded by the banker. Okay, sir. But here bank did not collect the check. Bank did not collect the check till the preparation of BRS date. Assume the BRS we are preparing on 31st March 2025. We deposited check on 26th March. On 26th March. This date we take 1st March. This is also 1st March. Fine. We take like this. First March. Okay, fine. Right, sir. Now, observe. As per cash book, how much balance you have, tell me? Balance cash book and passbook. As per cash book, the balance is 1.5 lakh. As per cash book, the balance is 1.5 lakh. By balance C by D, 1,50,000. Whereas, as per passbook, the balance is how much, tell me? The balance is 1 lakh. To balance carried down 1 lakh. Fine, everybody. But observe here, cash book is showing 1.5 lakh favorable balance, whereas passbook is showing 1 lakh favorable balance. There is a difference of 50,000 rupees balance. There is a difference of 50,000 rupees balance. Now observe cash book and passbook and tell me what is the reason. The reason is simple, sir. We deposited checks. The same check is recorded in the cash book, but bank did not collect the same. That's why bank not recorded the entry. Now how do we prepare BRS with this? Means first heading is important. Bank reconciliation statement of so and so business. Bank reconciliation statement of so and so business as on so and so date. So and so date means the BRS preparation date. BRS preparation date. Here you have cash book balance as well as passbook balance. You take one book balance. So here I am starting with 1.5 lakh. This is called starting point. This is called starting point. Now you people tell me the starting point may be either cash book or passbook. Practically you have two book balances, but in the examination they may give you only one book balance. In that case, you don't have any choice. Okay, and you ultimately get which book balance, other book balance. If you start with cash book, you get passbook balance. If you start with passbook, you get cash book balance. And this is called ending point or target. This is our target. This is our target. Hope you are following. Yes, sir. Now observe here. What is the reason? Tell me. Check deposited but not collected. Check deposited but not collected. Okay. You people write down like this. A small working note to be prepared. That is cash book and passbook. You simply write like this. Cash book and passbook. See the reason? The reason is check deposited into bank but not collected. You people tell me who recorded this transaction first? Cash book. Which side is it is recorded? Debit side. By recording it on the debit side, cash book balance increase or decrease? Sir, cash book balance will increase, sir. Cash book balance has increased. When cash book balance is increased, automatically the passbook balance is decreases. Because of this transaction, because of this 50,000 rupees transaction, cash book balance increase, but passbook balance not increased. Na means if you observe the cash book and passbook, compare to cash book, passbook balance is less by 50,000. I repeat, compare to cash book, the passbook balance is less by how much? 50,000 rupees. By how much? 50,000 rupees. Like this, each cause, like this, each cause effect seen like this. This is the first one. So in the examination, suppose if you get 10 causes, 10 causes you have to observe like this. 10 causes you have to observe like this. Very, very important. Yes, sir. I have completed observation like this. So what is the first step? Check in which book it is recorded. Second, in which side it is recorded. Third, because of this, what is the effect on balance? Cash book and passbook. Sir, cash book increases, sir. So upward symbol. Cash passbook decrease, sir. Downward symbol, arrows. Yes, sir. Finally, after completion of each transaction, which book balance you started with? Sir, we started with cash book balance, sir. Yes, sir. No. Yes, sir. Now, when you start with cash book balance, which book balance you get? Sir, I get passbook balance, sir. Just tick on that. Which book balance we need? Passbook balance, sir. Or else simply make a box on it. Sir, we need passbook balance, sir. Very good students. Sir, I need passbook balance. Yes. Now, upward arrow means plus. Upward arrow means plus. Downward arrow means minus. Here, passbook is showing downward arrow. So, what I will do is minus. This means we started with cash book. You do one thing from cash book balance. If you deduct this 50,000 rupees, you get ultimately the passbook balance. Tell me. Less, less. Observe carefully. If you can understand one thing, na, then you can understand the remaining things easily. Checks deposited. Write down the reason also. Checks deposited but not collected. Checks deposited but not collected. Over. Now tell me how much amount you are getting. From 1.5 lakh, I am deducting 50,000 rupees and ultimately I am getting the passbook balance. Now you can understand why we are deducting and why we are adding. I already said the difference of cash book and passbook balance, bank balance as per cash book and passbook, maybe, because of one reason or multiple reasons. And it is not possible to see multiple reasons effect on cash book and passbook. So that we are taking one point. By taking one point, here we are preparing a small working note. This working note is very important, students. This working note is very, very important. This working note is very, very important. For every problem, you people try to prepare this working note. It is not part of your answer, but for our convenience, we are preparing this. You can do one thing. The same working note can be prepared at the end of your booklet. You can just write down rough work and you prepare this. Based on this, you can assign the symbols, and which book balance you need, passbook. Follow the passbook symbols. Plus, add, minus, deduct. Ultimately, if you do all the calculation, finally you get the passbook balance. Here we have second book balance now. So how much is the second book balance? 1 lakh. Here also we got the answer 1 lakh, so that our answer is correct. But in the examination problems, you may have only one book balance. You may have only one book balance, so it is not possible to check whether the uh, answer is correct or not. For that purpose, you have to check the problem once again. Just check the problem within 1 minute. That's it. Our problem of BRS completed. If you prepare the BRS like this, then whatever the problem it is, however the problem it is, that becomes very, 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 very simple. Now, based on this concept and based on the theory which we have explained, which we understood, now we try to solve the problems. I already said we can do two types of problems. One, after updating, sorry, before updating cash book, we prepare BRS. Second one, after updating cash book, we prepare BRS. Clear? So during the year, if you are preparing BRS, means you have two options, option one, option two. But at the end of the year, sir, how can we check, sir? Simple. Check in the problem that whether the given date is 31st March or sometimes 31st December also they give you. Sometimes 31st December also they give you. In that case, you have two options. Assume that as on the given date, I repeat, as on the given date, if you assume the books of accounts are closed, then what you can do, you can update the cash book and then prepare BRS. Update the cash book, prepare BRS. After updating the cash book, the number of causes gets reduced. Na? After updating the cash book, the number of causes gets reduced. Before updating cash book, the number of causes are more. Once after updated, the number of causes gets reduced. So if you get these dates, 31st March or 31st December, you can write clear assumption. You have to write clear assumption. Here it is assumed that the books of accounts are closed on this date. Accordingly, adjusted cash book or updated cash book is prepared. Adjusted cash book or updated cash book or amended cash book is prepared. First prepare updated cash book, then after you prepare BRS. First one, update the cash book. Second one, prepare BRS. Or if you assume that the books of accounts are not closed, then straight away prepare BRS. Then straight away prepare BRS. Up to you. Now we try to solve problems on direct preparation of BRS and after updating the cash book and preparation of BRS. These two types of problems we see. Now next question comes, sir, which format we have to follow, sir? There are two formats now, sir. Yes. One is balance presentation. Second one is plus and minus presentation. If specifically, suppose nothing is mentioned, which presentation to follow? Follow balance presentation. Most problem, 99.99% we follow balance presentation. If they specifically ask prepare plus and minus presentation, if they specifically ask prepare plus and minus presentation, then follow the same. Is it clear, students? Right. So hope you are following. Now we try to solve the problems. Look at